Here's your host, Alex Garrett.
Well, here on the Alex Garrett Podcast Network, I hope you're doing well on this Friday. I mean, can we say how electric the city of New York is right now with the Rangers up 3-0, with the Knicks up 2-0, looking to go up 3-0 against Indiana, and yeah, the Yanks taking 2 of 3 from the Astros, 6-1 on the season against the Stros. Pretty impressive. But on my Twitter, my persona's kind of been about sports, right? With the Rangers one night, Knicks the other night, Yankees every night. And I've really felt my Twitter has delved into the sports world a lot. And maybe you find that too if you follow me on AlexGNYC1 on Twitter. But the truth is, I have my eyes on a lot of things. But with all the sports stuff, I'm kind of wondering if I should voice the other things I've got my eye on. Because here's the thing, the sports world is an awesome community, and so many friends made, so many people joining the journey on AlexGNYC1. And we might have differing political views and differing thoughts on everything, but what I'm also focused on is 2024 is a very important year. And what I'm seeing shape up is a chaotic year for American Jews, continuing to be basically excommunicated from the college campuses, and Columbia capitulating by even canceling their commencement address now, following suit with USC. I'm seeing the fact that Israel wants to take out Hamas, and now they're not getting the weapons they need from us. I can't stay silent on that this week to wrap up the podcast. I cannot. I can't stay silent on how 2024 is shaping up, because this is an election year. And I've said it time and time again, whether we're talking about accessibility, adaptability, accountability, or the sports scene, athletes, people with disabilities, lawyers, musicians, anybody with a craft, and anybody who's breathing is paying their taxes. And what are our tax dollars going to? That's what I always want to talk about. In addition to the electric sports scene, what are our taxes going to? And right now, it's going to chaos. It's going to, crap. The fact that now the protesters seem to be having a majority kind of voice, which is stupid, because now the Biden administration won't give Israel the weapons it deserves. I can't stay silent on that. I can't stay silent on that. The Trump trials are going to play out as they do. And I don't, the legality of that and the whole thing, I'm not an expert to weigh in on that. But I will say, when Trump talks about the issues, he's sounding like an average American. Why is inflation going up under Biden? Like, he sounds like someone who is continuing to talk about the issues in a way that makes sense, unlike Biden. And I don't know how the summer conventions are going to go. I just know that how can we all be pretty ticked off? I mean, how come we aren't all ticked off at what's transpired on our college campuses? On I've called it segregation, that universities have now done to tell the Jewish people to stay home while the encampment continues. How fair is that? How discriminatory is that? Very discriminatory. And so I always do for those who are just joining, I always do my Road to 270, which is happening again on May 20th. I'll find something to talk about with the polling and whatnot. Kind of missed April 20th because it was over the weekend. And then we'll go from there. But in the midst of posting about all the sports, I've got eyes on a lot of things. And yes, accessibility and adaptability are one. I cannot wait to go to the Center for Independence New York's gala on May 20th. That's going to be a fun night. Looks like I'll be going to the Viscardi Center on May 16th, which will be fun. At the Celebrity Night now, formerly Sports Night, where we'll be honoring the seniors of the Henry Viscardi School. So this May has a lot in store. But don't be fooled that I'm only a sports track mind. I'm really not. I am so wired into different things that it sometimes makes my brain race. It does. Because I'm going from adaptability to, wait, Israel's not getting weapons, to, my goodness, Colombia is capitulating again. So I don't have just a one-track mind. I find I have like a 12-track mind. I feel more comfortable showing my sports side. But the reality is, we have a country to save. One way or another, we have a country to save. And are we really going to look at ourselves and say Biden's the answer? Are we really going to look at ourselves and say, all right, let's just distract ourselves with sports? It's a great distraction. What's going on in the sports scene is an incredible thing here. And the Knicks possibly going up 3-0 tonight. But if you ask me what I'm really, really thinking about also, is the fact that capitulation to Hamas has spread from Columbia University all the way to the White House. There's just no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And that's sad. And I don't think the pro-Hamas protesters should be winning right now. So that's really been on my mind also. And I talk about accessibility and adaptability, and I'm working on more of those stories. I went all out for Limb Loss Awareness Month. There's always an awareness month, by the way. This month is Small Business Month. How about that? In the next couple days, I'm going to talk to Bill Schnee, a music legend, icon, engineer. And I can't wait to post that up for you on the podcast. But yeah, I am very, very concerned over the cancellation of commencement in Columbia, over where we're headed in 2024. And one last thing, speaking of adaptability, Anthony Fitzgerald is starting up wheelchair softball at Eisenhower Park. Got that text today, so I can't wait to join him on that journey. And keep enjoying the sports scene as we deal with a strong solar storm over the weekend. The Yankees, Rangers, and Knicks taking the city by storm already.